Are you and your team struggling with the circular nature of Vasgar? Well, in this map meta, we're going to break down the base strategies that a lot of pro teams use for this map and hopefully help you guys figure out what to run the next time you're playing it. So stay tuned for Vasgar's breakdown. All right, so just like last time, we're going to go ahead and draw in the spawns. I did read your comments, and I will try to figure out a way to have the spawns marked by default so they don't go away. But we're going to start over here in the arrival spawn, aka the cog spawn, and take a look at what teams usually do. So first off, we're going to look at the front spawn, and we're going to start by drawing a blue line. You can see my little tool over there on the right. We're going to draw a blue line. This is pretty much where this front spawns go. It's kind of a general thing depending on the team, but typically front spawns want to be taking that baggage claim area. Your second or third spawn is actually going to be going to B, and then the other one, whichever one's not going to be, is going to be backing up your front spawn over there in the baggage claim. So we'll go ahead and draw that line in real quick. Also make note that this person wants to run through the hill in order to help your fourth or fifth spawn cap it a little bit quicker. Sometimes that point lead really matters. So your fourth spawn or fifth spawn, again, it's kind of preference based, is going to be going over here to this B hill side, and then the other one is going to be capping the hill, and then their job is going to be to look middle, so they can either rotate down or hold up on the balcony. Sometimes you'll see your second spawn actually go over into the little cover below the helicopter, the little line cover, but this is pretty much the standard. All right, now we're going to do it from the checkpoint spawn, because what I'm noticing is a lot of pro teams actually run different strats depending on which side they're on. That's been a pretty common thing since the map has released. So let's look at what this side is doing. So your front spawn's going to be playing over here where it says helicopter. There's a barrier right there. That's pretty much the one that you're contesting, and then getting a good read of what the other team's doing. Your second or third spawn's going to be backing that player up, kind of playing up on the maybe that refrigerator, or even back on the wall behind them. Your fourth or fifth spawn is going to be capping the home hill and then looking towards mid. That player can either apply pressure rotating off through mid and flanking their home, or just being there in the fight. And then your second or third spawn and your fourth or fifth spawn, whichever ones aren't going to the helicopter side of the map, are going to be playing towards B. Now you'll see teams sometimes kind of stagger their numbers over towards B, maybe send 3 or 4 to really get control of that hill, but this is a pretty common standard, and I messed up drawing the route a few times here. This is a pretty common standard base strat for this half. So overall, you're sending 3 towards that home hill side of the map and then 2 towards the neutral hill. This is what a lot of the top pro teams are doing. You will see some diversity depending on the team though. All right, let's take a look at second half. Again, starting in by drawing in the spawns really quickly. So second half, you can see the hills are a little bit laid out differently. The neutral hill is now up there where that helicopter is. And so honestly, these strategies aren't going to change a whole lot. It's just going to change the amount of people. Now, this half, again, there's going to be weapons on the map, so you have to take that into consideration. And there's not really a way for me to plan for that here, because every game could be a little bit differently. But your base strat that you're going to see a lot of teams running is going to be pretty standard, similar to what the first half was, where you're going to have your front spawn taking baggage, your second spawn or third spawn playing up on that little cover, maybe closer to the neutral hill. And then your second or third spawn, who isn't going towards the E hill, the neutral hill, is actually going to be capping your home hill. And then fourth and fifth spawn will be backing them up. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the lines really quick. Third or second to home. This guy going up here. And then this last guy either going up top or coming towards middle. Depends on how aggressively they're pushing on E. Now for second half, I've already got the spawns drawn in. Again, this is going to vary depending on the team, but what some teams will do is they'll send one person over this E hill, usually a second or third spawn, and then send numbers through where the B hill used to be over by tank on the bottom left-hand side of the map, and flood through to the other team's home hill. So you'll often see this as kind of a base strategy for teams. Again, you're going to be wanting one of your fourth or fifth spawns capping the hill. There typically will be weapons by this point on these question marks, so I'm going to go ahead and mark them on the map. The last one is under arrivals. So these are going to be weapon pickups that you're going to want to make sure that your team is grabbing. And it's going to be a discussion if there's nades, then making sure that your people who don't have stun grenades are actually grabbing the nades. If there's a sniper or something of that sort, making sure it's going to the right person. But generally, these lines are kind of the basic strats that teams will run. Your guy over towards E hill, if he has a lot of people pushing him, he can run away. And that is it. So hopefully this helped you guys understand and learn the map Vasgar. By the way, guys, let me know what map you want to see next in the comment section down below. That helps influence this. I had the most votes for Vasgar, so I did Vasgar. Again, this is just opening base strats. Feel free to take this and run with it and kind of change it for your own team. And then hopefully it will help you guys out. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more map meta videos in the future, and I will see you all in the next one.